5 seconds remaining. OG's turn to ban. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
Hello and welcome. Oh, no. Overlay.
Radiant team OG's turn to ban.
Hello and welcome everybody to this MDL Macau EU qualifier. It is OG versus MidOrFeed in a best of 3. OG already took game 1 rather convincingly, even though there was a little bit of hiccup, in between where MidOrFeed definitely was looking to come back to the game. OG still overall rather convincingly. Certainly with the draft, certainly with the laning stage. Now we have a new game, a new draft, though the bans thus far look rather similar. OG last time around did ban the Winter Wyvern instead of the AA, so that one is going to go through, and MidOrFeed banned the Brewmaster in addition to the Nightstalker Earth Spirit. The question is, are they still going to ban that one, or are they going to take out the Beastmaster? They're going to have to let one of them through. The question is, what do they feel more comfortable with giving away to OG? Please let me know if there's any further audio issues. I believe all of that should be resolved, but sometimes there's a weird thing where I mute and unmute my mic and then it goes back to not being stereo anymore. I don't know. It's a weird thing. This. Right, Beastmaster has been banned, leaving the Brewmaster in. The question is OG immediately going to pick it up or potentially leave as a second pick? Because it seems unlikely that MidOrFeed will take it for themselves. But no, OG secure it for themselves right away. It's a very strong pick for them. It gives OG a lot of flexibility. Yeah, it's one of S4's signature heroes, but it's also a hero that No-Tail feels very comfortable with. And MidOrFeed immediately respond with Winter Wyvern Undying. That was a very quick response.
Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds.
Question now is, how are OG gonna respond? Rubik could be okay here. There's lots of good spells to steal already.
Radiant team ban.
As a good support in general, but they go with the Silencer. Not likely a fly hero.
OG's turn to ban.
Now the question is, what are both teams going to ban? Last time around, OG focused cancel in their bans. They took out the Tinker, they took out the Storm Spirit. Are they going to do that again? Tinker is certainly not something they can really deal with, so if they wanted to, definitely something they should look to ban. Tinker and Undying also have a bit of a synergy there because you can TP onto the stone.
5 seconds remaining.
MidOrFeed. Last time around, they sort of banned a lot of S4 heroes, or a couple of them anyway. This time around, maybe they're going to focus more on resolution, or maybe just generally heroes they don't really like playing against. Teammate's definitely an annoying hero to deal with.
Team ban. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
Good stuff. Omni-Knight has been banned. Interesting. Omni-Knight has been very popular across pretty much every region. Not necessarily very popular, but it's been picked here and there. A good pickup in general. Definitely annoying to deal with. Omni-Knight Undying. Rolling you don't really want to deal with, I don't think. MidOrFeed taking out Jarek's Nyx Assassin. It's difficult to ban Jax, really. He has so many good heroes that he excelled at, but Nyx Assassin definitely one of the more annoying ones. A lot of map control gained just because of his scouting. Definitely made it very difficult for MidOrFeed in the last game to just, go out and just try and
5 seconds
farm.
remaining.
Forces out a lot of invis detection.
Radiant team pick.
Dusa now taken out by OG.
10 seconds remaining.
Question now is MidOrFeed gonna
5
run this Undying as a
seconds
support, or is it gonna be a core? Speaking an offlaner, right? Those are two options that they could go for. Maybe they're still not. Maybe they haven't decided yet. Maybe they're gonna keep their options open. Maybe they're gonna pick a carry first. Undying definitely one of those heroes that could do both. Oh, that's taking the sweetest time. If it isn't a core, if it isn't an offlaner, you probably want to pick your offlaner now, just because you don't really want to have your mids and carries counterpick too early. Certainly not the team like MidOrFeed, who usually tries to prioritize their mid, for their two cores more so than other teams, I think.
10 seconds remaining.
So this does look to be an Undying offlane, just because I think actually it could be, technically speaking, all three of these heroes could be an offlane hero, but I think just for Kazu's playstyle, Undying is the most fitting one. I mean, he doesn't necessarily play those initiating types, even though, I mean, he does. He has played those initiating types, Void, Enigma, and the Beastmaster, but usually he plays more utility in a sense. So I would assume it's going to be an Undying Kazu. We shall see.
Radiant team pick.
Storm Spirit.
Storm Spirit picked by OG. There's not a lot of counters to it, so this is a pretty good pick. They have currently one stun. But they have the silence of themselves. I guess MidOrFeed could.
Remaining.
Yeah, there's not a lot of ways to counter it, really.
5 seconds remaining.
There's a potential for a position 1 Void with a Chronosphere, maybe, but there's not a lot of good combinations right now. Maybe Chronosphere Epicenter, I guess. They could pick something like a Puck with silence, but generally speaking, this is already a good Storm game. So it is messed up after all, the audio. Alright, this should hopefully good. No, it's if the audio is coming out from the left ear, then it's definitely on me. I don't know why I have a microphone, but every time I mute and unmute my microphone, it just goes from whatever to whatever. Ember Spirit now picked from MidOrFeed. That's not a bad hero. Not a bad hero. It does get kind of screwed by the silence, of course. And OG have a lot of room still to pick. A lot of playmakers to sort of deal with this Ember Spirit.
5 seconds remaining. Radiant team back.
Lifestealer. So the classic Lifestealer Storm Spirit combo. Are they actually gonna last pick Jarek's hero? Damn. Technically speaking, Jarex could play a 4-position Brewmaster. We've seen that. Or support Brewmaster in general, anyway. Solo played it at TI.
10 seconds remaining.
Bit annoying, of course. Just spam the Drunken Haze.
5 seconds remaining. OG's turn to ban.
Yeah, MidOrFeed fully expect the last hero to be a Jarek's hero, taking out the Slada.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
Question is, what are OG expecting from MidOrFeed's carry? What carry would be even good here? And what kind of carry could they really pick here? Oh, it's not an easy call to make. Definitely want to have something with a lot of physical damage because they don't have any right now. But also something that doesn't get easily bursted down from a Storm Spirit Lifestealer combo. Maybe something like a Terrorblade.
OG's turn to
Which
pick.
of course gets banned out. Yeah, this is not an easy call to make. Go Void, in a sense, though Void also gets screwed by the silence. Trying to figure out what other heroes there are.
5 seconds remaining.
And this is really not easy.
Radiant team pick.
And they go with the line. What do you see? Group left ear.
Ten seconds remaining.
I want to say this should have fixed it, but I'm not entirely sure.
5 seconds remaining. Choose your hero.
Yeah, I'm sorry guys. Again, muting and unmuting my microphone does weird things to it. I might just not mute myself ever again. So it is to model Luna, which I don't know. I don't necessarily like it, and it is going to be a Kezu Senking after all, by the way. So that I was wrong on that one. Yeah, the Tomato Luna isn't necessarily bad, but she does get jumped quite easily. They do have, yeah. Let me know in 2 minutes. I did something which hopefully should fix it. Well, while we're waiting on the feedback, Luna, again, I'm not too sure about this. You get jumped quite easily. You can get taken out by a Brewmaster quite easily and then get singled out in those team fights. So let's see. Shall we?
Prepare for battle.
We have MidOrFeed on the Radiant versus OG on the Dire side. This is a best of 3. So OG only 1 game away from taking out MidOrFeed here, or at least advancing against MidOrFeed here. Smoke coming out now. It looks like OG gonna run the same thing what they did before, where they bait. No, they're not gonna bait us for. Sound good or not? Worse now. How's it worse now? So confused. Half the chat tells me it's right, half the chat tells me it's wrong. It's very left-sided, alright. Talking to the other side of here. Mike, alright.
The battle begins.
TPs are coming in now, so both sides are gonna, not both sides, OG's gonna change the way they're gonna lane this, because they don't want to have this Shrine versus the Lifestealer. Makes sense. Oh boy, we're gonna hear that a lot, aren't we? Anyway, Trillion versus Brewmaster. Should be fine. Brewmaster's a pretty tanky core. Has the evasion as well, of course. Just harassment. Shouldn't really be able to do anything. Any substantial damage. Alright, I'm gonna need somebody to actually test it. Resolution versus Cancel. Most of the time I give this matchup towards the Storm, but just because of this harassment already. This should be slightly Ember favored. Then again, Jarex is probably going to come into this lane as well. And once again, we have this sort of weird distribution between Syndran and Weehaw, where they sort of play forward position on Syndran. Alright, I'm gonna do this. Hopefully this has fixed things. I've now done certain things. Anyway, we've seen the TP rotation, and we've seen another TP rotation now. It is the Trillion versus the Trillion, or the Trillion versus the Lifestealer rather. Lion's gonna come down here as well. Syndran has to be careful. Decay onto 2. And looks like Notail is gonna TP out. So this is the kind of lane switcheroo that we alluded to earlier. But in-game the voice is fine. Why is it only on stream not fine? The lane cancel. In this a line behind him, he has to be careful now. With the first power hit maybe? Yep. There we go. That should be dead cancel. First blood. Very patient play here from Jarex and Resolution. And the laning stage once again, not necessarily going as MidOrFeed wanted to. Certainly, you know, with the double lane swap now. Lasted wise, they're still doing fine, I guess. Sand King is not really getting a lot. Trusting the chat. Yeah, trusting chat in 2017. God damn it. Mid lane cancel. It's bouncing the hell out of the Storm Spirit here. But Jarex is still in the vicinity. Has to be careful. We are now coming in as well. And this is a very slow-paced early game. You now have the dual lane Sand King Undying, but it's not much they can do, certainly not with this rotation. Actually, with this rotation, they might do. Oh, never mind. I'll keep your front to die, and in the meantime, he's got to get a solo kill into the resolution. But Syndran might fall here. Oh, never mind, they get the kill. Maybe double kill here? The zombies sure are chasing Jarex. Oh, not enough. Fly, might find a kill into Keza here. Yeah, that should be enough. Yes. 2 kills, or 4 in stolen. Cancel in the meantime, finds a solo kill. Well, that's certainly better for MidOrFeed. Yeah, they lose 2 top, but they get the kill to the Lifestealer. They get the experience for that kill as well. And of course that solo kill mid here, very valuable here for cancel. In the meantime, bottom lane, Luna, and Weeha harassing the hell out of S4. S4 has to be careful, taking a lot of damage here. With that slow, might be able to get away here. One Lucian Beam isn't gonna be enough. Nope. Not with the Winter Blast. Winter Blast? Splinter Blast. Why did I think it was Winter Blast? Sounds more potent. How do... Alright, that was on me. I feel like last time it wasn't necessarily on me because that was actually stuff happening and there should not be a solo kill. But Jarex with the rotation finds the kill onto the Ember Spirit and rotates top immediately. Gets scouted out though. And he steals Frontier.
Invisibility.
Ooh, Storm Spirit is invis. They won't see this coming, quite literally. Kezu though, scouts out Jarex. Jarex with the Hex is going to prepare the kill, has a stun. It's an easy kill for them. Oh, never mind. Kezu just stands out and he's gonna be fine. I forgot that he didn't have a point in...
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Alright. Thank you for the feedback regarding the audio. But I'm gonna keep everything fixed. I'm gonna keep things as they are right now. Sorry. If there's... I might play around with it later. Smoke up from the Kisu towards Shinoji. Looks like they're gonna go mid. They should be able to get this kill. Looks like the Revolution is baiting this at the deep. They're gonna go in. Revolution has to be careful, but with this they should have enough damage to kill.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
He got out of there. He got out of there. I thought they would have enough damage. But that flame guard, max level flame guard, sure soaked up a lot of damage. Bottom lane, S4. Pops his ultimate, immediately wants to go onto Tomato. The supports are coming in as well, Jarex. Shit, there's gonna be enough time to stun up Tomato. Considering comes in though, and now with the defense from the Winter Wyvern, maybe they can keep Luna alive. But it looks like they don't care about the Luna, instead they just want to get the kill to the line. Get the kill to the line. But they lose Luna in return. Ember Spirit comes in here now, gets the kill into S4, and maybe he can get Flying Resolution as well. They're low on mana, and Cancel does have another Remnant. No, he wants to fly? No, they're not gonna get any either. Didn't want to use the Remnant aggressively. Makes sense, because otherwise that might have been his death. Oh, that's hilarious reading chat 2 minutes with 2 minutes delay. Keep going, Twitch, I love you. Alright, let's switch to net worth. 8 minutes into the game, OG with a slight experience lead, net worth not so much, and it just comes down to Cancel and Tomato doing really well in their lanes, in their respective lanes. Of course, Snowtail hasn't been doing badly necessarily, but he's been more contested, for sure. Support-wise though, sort of balanced I suppose. Stacks being prepared for the Luna. And MidOrFeed have a good lineup actually. They have a good lineup to take those stacks. Ember Spirit, Wyvern, Sand King, Luna. Pretty much any of those heroes can take stacks. I guess Wyvern can't really kill the stacks himself, or herself, but she can help take stacks, so that was a pretty good lineup here. Cancel finds the chance once more, but Cancel shouldn't be able to get this kill, nope. And they don't get the kill into Cancel either. But he does force out the support rotation, he eats through resolutions in generation as well, so forces him out of the lane. Snowtail though, completely uncontested up here, which I'm not too fond of. I feel like if they just TP Cinnamon back in here, they should be able to contest this farm a little bit. But instead looks like they're gonna give up on this lane entirely. Or are they? Gezu coming in? Maybe?
Upon a loyal warrior.
Bottom lane now though. DD on the storm. And fully charged up again.
Double damage.
This could be troublesome. Though I'm not sure they really want to dive this tower. Do they want to against an Undying? I don't think that's the plan here. Looks like they are going to dive this tower. Undying, when's he going to pop the tombstone? No tombstone? Maybe not? Now it's the tombstone. With the TP from Kezu in as well, they secure the kill onto the S4 Brewmaster. Sure, they lose the Wyvern, but that's the least of their concern. Fly in the meantime has to be careful. Resolution here. Nope, he's going to be fine for now. Resolution doesn't have. Well, not his mana. So 1-for-1 trade, not a good trade for OG. And this was just a very patient play from MidOrFeed. Also waiting with the tombstone until they knew Kezu would complete his TP. And that secures them a good trade. Luna has escaped that lane completely.
Top tower is under attack.
Wyvern, ooh, that's not a good TP. Wyvern? I mean, maybe a bait out of open wounds, but could've. If there's any support here, I'm just saying, you know, that could have been very dangerous. They don't really have a lot of vision here. I think they're gonna harass Nortel at the very least. Oh, there's ultimate, so it looks like they want to keep Nortel in place, and they do have another Lucent Beam. No ultimate on the Luna just yet. Ambitious ultimate. I'm not sure what the idea was there. Maybe a bit of miscommunication. Maybe Weehow was like, yo guys, we can kill this, and then Tomato had a different opinion. Smoke up from the OG supports. Once again, looks like they want to group up with the Lightstealer and potentially try and find a kill up top here. Wyvern certainly is playing a little bit by herself. Oh, no. Looks like they decide otherwise and instead go for the Luna here. So they anticipate the Luna to be here. Good call from Notail. He knows that the Wyvern is up there by herself. So Tomato has to be here, and indeed they find Tomato here. But it's only the two of them. I'm not sure they can really kill this Tomato Luna just yet with just the two of them. Bottom lane in the meantime. Resolution sitting behind the Brewmaster. Yeah. Luna did not TP out after all. Cancelled the TP apparently. I think they're going to go into the Brewmaster. Global Silence though is going to keep them from pursuing this, and in fact, they're going to turn onto MidOrFeed. Sin King is the first one to die. Ember Spirit is up in the air. They find the stun onto the Undying. I'm not sure they want to fight underneath this one though. And cancels, dodges a stun. I'm not sure that's going to be enough. Those Future Blast connects though, and kills off Resolution. Brewmaster's going to be stuck here. There's nothing he can do to TV though. Jerax getting slowed up. There's a one remnant left. He's gonna jump for this though. I don't think he can. So effectively, this is yet again a 1-for-1 trade in favor of MidOrFeed as they do take down the Storm Spirit. And this is good and patient play from MidOrFeed, really, not trying to overextend too much. Trying to go for those simple kills, even finding a kill despite the global ultimate lane. This is overextension though, going into tower range, that gets the kill though, might have to trade for this. There's one defensive remnant going out there, is a bit slow and he doesn't get that. So he trades his life for a line, just as they praise his entire team. And Silencer, yet again, +2. First, so we're gonna get jumped by the Resolution. Storm Spirit, stunned up though. There's a booster now, and that should discourage the as well. And we're seeing that. Splinter Blast. Catches the Silencer. Oh, Ember comes in as well, has the chains, only connected to the line. There's the counterattacks to deal with him, but the save, the cold embrace keeps him alive, and that's a tier 1. This is OG a little bit overconfident, diving behind the tier 1 here for those kills. Tanky kills as well. I guess it's sort of fine, or rather, I think, you know, from OG's perspective, they did just get the armlet. They got the Kaya as well. So those are two items that, you know, make you so much more potent in the team fight.
Radiant are scanning.
Alright, item-wise, what do we have? We've had the Mask of Madness for a while now, onto Tomato. We have the Velo Discord on cancel. We have again Kaya on Storm, Armlet on the Lifestealer. Basically it. I guess it's only 15 minutes into the game. Not much to be expected. And as we just talked about items, Brewmaster picks up a blink. With that, they immediately smoke up, look for a fight here. If mid is ready from the Brewmaster. Only 2 supports in the mid lane. If they get those 2 kills, that could open up the tier 1 as well. It should open up the tier 1 as well. Are they gonna jump this? It's like, yep, they're gonna jump this. Even the global silence for this, I'm not sure, that might be a little bit overkill. Especially since they only get this end time. But, well, I guess they're also gonna get the Winkle now, of course. But MidOrFeed is doing the right thing, still pushing the map immediately. I'm gonna lose this tier 1, there's nothing they can do about it anyway. Might as well just split push them as much as possible. They wanna fight this. You still wanna fight this! You do have to blink onto Kezu. Ember Spirit is getting things up back line. Does have another remnant. He might need it for his line kill, and he does need it for the line kill, so they're not gonna give him the tier 1. In fact, they're gonna get a double kill. That's the teasers right there, and they're gonna triple kill for cancel here. Yeah, I totally underestimated their fighting potential. I thought for sure they were just gonna give that one up. They would have to TP and everybody else, and you know. But they did a good job setting up the TP, 1 TP to tier 2, to the 2 to the tier 1. Good stuff. And certainly, without the Brewmaster ultimate, that's a huge portion of OG's team fight gone. Kaya now on the Ember Spirit as well.
His top tower is under attack.
Luna has the Dragon Lens, gonna get work on the magic on that. Alright, oh, Epicenter queued up for the top lane. Kezu wanted. He decided otherwise. He's like, nah, he was walking back, I'm not gonna do that. Tomato gets caught out with the first in test bomb, Stone Spirit in test bomb. He jumps again after the Wyvern. There's a Wyvern ultimate and the Cold Embrace to keep himself alive for just a little bit. So now, definitely dead Wyvern though, and there's a global silence to prevent any further follow-up. Or Cancel is still walking and though wants to get this kill onto the fly. And should be able to. Does not get it. Has to be careful though. Gets stunned up and pulled and stunned up again. And do they have enough? They do. Triple kill for resolution. Syndrin has to be careful and now he's dead. I guess that's an ultra? No. Well, an ultra kill for OG if you will. And the tier 1 on top of it. Very scrambled fight from MidOrFeed. Bit of a questionable decision to go in there after they lost the Wyvern and the Luna. Sure, OG used a couple of spells and they were pretty low on the Storm Spirit, for example, but they also didn't really commit too much for that Luna kill as well. Or the Wyvern kill for that matter. So S4 can come in with that ultimate and try to fight around. Luckily for MidOrFeed, they only really lose the tier 1 tower out of it. They haven't really lost much map control on top of it. You know, maybe like a Roshan or another tier 1. Oh, top lane. There's another fast bomb and Kezu is dead. That Orchid, very valuable. Alright, what other items do we have coming up? There's a Desolator soon on the Nyx Assassin. Oh, not the Nyx Assassin, the Nate's Lifestealer. Other than that, not a lot. Kezu is working on that 4 stuff. Looks like they're gonna smoke up on MidOrFeed. Yep. They're gonna smoke up without the Luna. What is that? Undying. find anybody here. Smoke pop, they blink on the high ground. The wrong high ground though. And they're gonna give away that smoke gank. Jerax, I'm not sure they scouted Jerax actually. I don't think they did. Yeah, they don't have good vision here. They don't know where the rest of the G is. And Jerax, it's just gonna sit here. OG might even be able to fight this still. You know, if they get this Roshan in a timely manner, they could TP in and fast bomb the Storm Spirit and just try and go for this. Jerax is in a good position after all. Doesn't have a blink, but still could walk out of the fog of war. Well, it's not like OG has better vision here. Oh, Syndrome scouts at Jerax, and Jerax is gonna get out. He's still wasted. Ooh, this is not good.
Bottom tower is under attack.
Yeah, looks like MidOrFeed are not gonna force the issue anymore. Tombstone has been expended. Might just stick around with 2 heroes,
Middle tower is under
but
attack.
things are coming out. Maybe not. Feels like an obvious bait, I guess, at this stage. And OG are not gonna fight just yet. Never mind. Jerax fought. Oh no. Maybe it was the counter bait. Jerax immediately turns on the Sand King, and Ember Spirit falls as well. So was the counter bait. That global silence too strong. And MidOrFeed, yeah, they can't really catch a break. Do we dare look at net worth? Oof, experience. Net worth is not actually that bad. Wyvern, probably dead. It's definitely dead. This Storm Spirit resolution, or this resolution Storm Spirit, doesn't fear anything. Why should he? It's Nagus, it's Kaya. It's solo kill virtually anybody at this stage. Oh, Epicenter is being wound up, and they're not going to connect. They're not going to connect on anybody. In fact, they're going to turn onto Kazu, and Kazu is going to die immediately. There's a nice chain onto Jerax, but the question is, can they really get anything aside from this? If anything, no, it looks like OG is the one's going to turn. Resolution doesn't have any mana anymore, but he doesn't care, he has an Aegis. No Tail is going to come back in, he doesn't have an effect anymore, so he has to be careful. But Tomato has to be careful as well, certainly with this Master Madness. Gets the kill to No Tail, but that's not going to be enough, and Cancel dies on top of it as well. Syndrome, this sole survivor, though, as I say that, Resolution makes quick work out of him. Double kill for Resolution. Well, that sucks. That epicenter not hit we've not seen an epicenter hit yet. Can't really blame Kazu too much because there aren't really that many openings. And it was a difficult one to hit in the first place. Buyback from Undying, he do not want to give up his racks, but I'm not sure they can really deter OG from doing this. Resolution just gets a free kill like this. And buyback from Wyvern. Maybe? No. S4 just pops the ultimate, and maybe the turn is Syndrome, but the saving grace here is that Storm Spirit actually ran out of mana. Finally. Well, what do MidOrFeed do right now? Looks like the smoke is the first answer, but I believe it was scouted out. Yeah, it was scouted out. The remnants... Nope, never mind. I thought the remnants of the creep dying scouted out, but it was just an old-fashioned ward. Old-fashioned ward. With this, they shouldn't be able to find anything unless OG take a wrong step. Nope, they don't find anything. Jerax even immediately blinks out here as well, and this is rough. They're even gonna get scanned out? Yeah, they're gonna get scanned out as well. So OG know where MidOrFeed is. No Tail is even taunting them. He's like, yo guys, I see you. Storm Spirit jumps in, the global silence on top of it secures the Ember Spirit kill. Not the Ember Spirit kill, sorry, the Winter Wyvern kill. Nice Stealer. What's he gonna do? He's just gonna keep chasing. No Tail, such a troll. Stun onto the Storm Spirit. Where's the follow-up here? There's the chain. But can they really burst him down in time? Storm Spirit, yes, just jump in from S4. He can't really save him, but S4 might just give up his life in turn. They do trade Tomato for S4 though. Question is, can they turn into No-Tail here? No-Tail? Very tempty, but they should still be able to get this. Jarex comes in from the back though, and they're gonna clean up house. Double kill for Resolution. Yet again. This is not pretty for MidOrFeed, that's for sure. But again, there is a silver lining here. It is only Storm Spirit really that survives here. I guess the two supports, but with just Storm Spirit alive, he shouldn't be able to really push that wave too far. We has to be careful though. One jump from Storm Spirit and we has dead. Yep. Oh, no. No. Should still be dead. Yep. Well, that's range tracks now. Should he? I mean, I guess Resolution doesn't actually need to actively hit them to secure it.
Radiant's middle barracks has fallen.
Coin for me.
An entire set of racks now taken. Luckily for MidOrFeed, both tier 2s on the side lanes are still left alive. So OG cannot immediately go for more lanes of racks. But it is getting troublesome and worrisome for MidOrFeed now. They cannot afford to lose team fights like that. And quite frankly, I'm not entirely sure how to better approach those fights. If they were able to somehow burst down the supports quickly enough, yeah, maybe. But that Global Silence pretty much always secures at least one kill. Oh, No-Tail again. Oh, No-Tail. This is... I mean, I feel likely he can do that. And there's the Global Silence. Should he secure that kill? For sure does. And with the Storm Spirit jump, it secures at least another kill. Maybe a third. Yeah, there we go. Fourth, come on. Triple kill for No-Tail. GG is called. That was a quick one. Well, there we go. OG 2-0 MidOrFeed in this European qualifier for MDL Macau. Very one-sided. Very, very one-sided game. MidOrFeed